The reasons why Nigeria is going down today is because Igbos are being put out of the system systematically. They are gradually phasing out the Igbos from getting a shot at the national cake. In every ministry and parastatal, you see that intentionally they are reducing the employment of Igbos into these parastatals. Instead, you find Yorubas and the Northerners. A Northerner who is going to have a third class will likely have a job before a Southern person, a Southeastern person that has a first class and that is qualified and competent. In fact, the North would get a shot at federal institutions, federal organizations, before any other Southerners. That is, an incompetent Northerner will be preferred by somebody who wants to fix the country to a Southeasterner that can do the job. They insist that the Northerner become the head and the qualified person becomes the PA. You know now that Nigeria is not going to get better because those that have the capability and competence to run the country are being slowly taken off the system. It is a deliberate thing. Look at what happened during the war. They intentionally had to go and start killing Igbos, Igbo officers and Igbos because of what few people did. What few people did. These people that carried on the killings, did they consult the Igbos? No. But because there's a hatred for competence, there's a hatred for doing the right thing in Nigeria, putting the right people in the right places, putting round pegs in round holes, square pegs in square holes, because people hate development. That's why they don't want Igbos. They hate Igbos. I also always refer to Shore. Shore said that the hatred Nigerians have for Igbos are in their blood. Now there's a report we have about NECO, the performances in NECO. Abia State performed the highest in NECO, while Katsina came, Katsina came last. Abia State in the whole country performed the highest in NECO, while Katsina, where the president hails from, former President Buhari hails from Katsina. So his state, backward in education, but yet we prefer to vote for a Buhari because we have sense or we don't have sense. It's either one of them. We want to be politically, religiously, and ethnically correct, if there's a word like that. The reasons why Nigeria will not get to where it is supposed to get to is because these evil people, politicians, administrators from the southwest and the north are intentionally shifting the Igbos out from the Nigerian system. That is why you see some people gathering together. According to the later-in pastor, Tunde Bakare, he said he attended the meeting, and that meeting, the discussion was how to take over the houses of the Igbos. That was the discussion. Old men that will be nearing their grave. All they had to say, all they had to come to discuss, what was so important to them is to acquire somebody else's sweat, somebody else's property. And you see, and you think these old men, you have white gray hair on your hair, and you think it's wisdom. It is stupidity that has gotten to another stage. Somebody who performed well in Abia would not get the opportunity somebody who did not perform well in Katsina will get. That's why when you get to Abuja, you see all these Malams, all these Hausa or Fulani boys roaming around the place. No wonder the country is not productive. And we know it. But nobody wants to do anything. If you're an Igbo man in such a system, is that you are there as a result of quota that they won't want to do so that at least let's get some of these people. But the preference will be either the northerner or the southwest. They are the ones that dominate every aspect of the federal institution most of the time. The Fulani, the Hausa, the Yorubas are the ones that dominate every aspect of our federal institutions. When we have incompetent people running the country, the society, it will never move forward. That's why no matter what you do, no matter the campaign promises, no matter the manifesto you bring to Nigerian voters, if your system, the institutions are not working, nothing is going to happen. It is not by prayer. That's why I look at pastors who, despite seeing the rot in the system, despite seeing that institutions are bedrock of corruptions headed by their members, they still want to say, pray for Nigeria. Pray for Nigeria. How? God told Elijah that he should arrange this, the sticks, arrange it very well. The 12 tribes of Israel will be represented before you call on me. When he was facing the false prophets of Baal, it was between life and death. So he needed to do some things, which is critical. For Nigeria to move forward, don't neglect the Igbo people. But you know, I know you not hear. I know your ears are deaf. It does not concern you. You are blindfolded with ethnicity, tribalism, and religion. You are blindfolded with your alliance. You are blindfolded with what you want to get. You are blindfolded with your hate for the Igbo man. You are blindfolded. I've gotten such experience. When your name falls in a certain region and you get to a particular parastatal to get employment, they will intentionally sideline you. In fact, it takes a stronger person that has been in that system to get you across. Look at the appointment of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Look at how heads of institutions are becoming Yorubas. Okay, if a Yoruba man is the head of an institution, who are those that are likely going to get employment and favors from that institution or from that agency or from that ministry? Who are those that are likely going to get? Of course, normal conservatism will come in. Tiwantiwa will come in. When you go to such areas, Tiwantiwa always comes in. That is why when the Fulani is in charge, he brings his Fulani brothers. Whether they are competent or not, they don't care. All they know is how they are going to get the extra codes, the larges, the monies, the contracts, what they are going to eat, what they are going to enjoy. They don't care about the country. I said last time, the only people that want a united Nigeria with, when you look at their actions, are the Igbos. Every other person is here like the devil to kill, steal, and destroy Nigeria. That Abia boy now, if he wants to go to the army, they will sideline him. And that Katsina guy will be taken, despite the fact that woeful performance. Yeah, look at how we are planning for our destruction. Graduates from the south, especially the southeast, don't get opportunities. That's why most of them go abroad, and when they go abroad, they perform. Sometimes you want to deny them visa. Sometimes look at what is happening with United Arab Emirates. Just this hatred for the Igbo people is just unprecedented. Unprecedented. That is the more reason why Nigeria would never work. It is not a cause. It is just as we lay our bed, so we shall lie on it. Imagine Matawale, Minister of Defense. Look at his qualification. Grade 2 teacher. Look at the CV. His CV will not get a bank job. As a cashier, his CV, governor of a state, and now Minister of Defense, his CV will not get a bank job. As you see me, I will perform better than a Matawale. Looking at what they are doing, all the things they are doing, going up and down, and I'm just looking. I will perform better, even without that kind of experience, better than a Matawale. But would I get the opportunities? No, because the Nigerian system is constructed in a way whereby incompetent people will run the society. Who would believe that a Buhari will become head of state and president of Nigeria, and Osibajo will deputize him, will be the vice president, while the economy is destroyed? People are opening their eyes. You'll be looking. Those that are speaking English now, They did not speak English then when Buhari was the president. Professors that are coming out to defend Tinubu's whatever are speaking all sort of grammar, deceiving Nigerians because Nigerians are gullible. They did not find their voice then. We are all scheduled for disaster. That's why we are calling on restructuring the country, because I don't have a place, and it is being shown by the actions of those that are in power. I will repeat it, CNG conversion centers, none of them is in the southeast. And they asked somebody, the person now said it is step by step. Where you have over 70% of the gas deposits in the southeast in Nigeria, over 70%, when you have over 70% of the gas deposits, they don't have a CNG conversion center in the whole of. You didn't even think, okay, let's do it in maybe Enugu or Imo or even a boy where you have APC, because we know it's a political and it's a tribal thing. People, we have places like Araria, Aba Market, open a CNG center there. You are citing insecurity that you created. So there's no insecurity in those northern places. You put those CNG whatever. You see, the country will further go down the drain if we don't get it right by acknowledging the Igbo man as the solution to Africa's problems, not even Nigeria. Nigeria is not, if you ask somebody to explain Nigeria, they cannot explain. Nigeria is a mere, according to our world war, is a mere geographical expression. Nigeria is nothing to write home about. The Igbo man is the answer to Africa's problems. I'm not saying it because I am. I'm not saying it because I'm trying to defend, or I'm looking at, I'm having sympathy for a tribe that is being attacked on all sides by the north, the southwest. Everybody's attacking them. I'm not saying that because of that. I'm saying because of, it is proven over and over again. I repeat myself. An Igbo man that is given an opportunity under good conditions, has experience, is traveled. Because in Nigeria, the opportunity, they are limited for you as an Igbo man. The opportunities are limited. Let me tell you, there are some places you want to get up to. They would fight you and fight you not to get there. If you're a PhD holder, if you are somebody who is qualified and capable, they prefer that you become a servant to someone that is not competent. They prefer that you don't get to that position. That's why some people are saying P2B should be the vice to Atiku. P2B should be the vice to Atiku. Because P2B cannot, somebody that started an enterprise and built it to a certain place whereby he's a billionaire, while others, they used government. Look at P2B and Atiku. Atiku, who was a customs officer, and from there he made his money because of his employment in the government, used the government influence and made his money. Somebody that built his business from underground, you compare him with the person that because of quota system, my brother, they got employed somewhere else against other people that are competent. And however, they find ways to make money, to galvanize and make money. While somebody who started from scratch, turn 1 to 2 to 100, 100 to 1,000, 1,000 to 10 million. 1,000 to 10 million is the person they are saying should deputize an Atiku. I don't blame you people. The North and the Southwest have been ruling Nigeria since, and you can see what the evidence. Just look at Nigeria. Just take a look at the country called Nigeria. With all the hypings and everything, Tinubu went to do campaign, and most of the things he said in the campaign was abusing P2B. P2B went to meet Nigerians and told Nigerians, this is what I want to do. But yet, some people had to coin it and say lying and statistics will chop. Now the government is explaining to us with statistics after deceiving your gullible followers that will be deceived from now till thy kingdom come. So let it be established, if you are Igbo outside, establish your mind that if you limit the Igbos from having a place in the Nigerian system, of which they are tired and they want out, if you limit them of having a place in the Nigerian system will never work without them. It will never work. Try your best try your best, appoint your best, appoint whosoever you are appointing. If you like, see 10 competent Igbo people and go and be searching. If you like, take you 10 years. When you have within 2 days to get 10 competent Igbo people, you prefer to take 10 years to search for one competent Hausa or Fulani person, or 5 or 4 competent Southwestern or Yoruba person, because you don't want the Igbos to thrive in Nigeria. Just look at Abia State. Coming first, students that are brilliant, bright students, in a place where they say insecurity and sit at home and they will be deprived of writing exam. Yet these people, in the face of challenges, they come out strong and strong and stronger by the day. An Igbo man who is well read, who is exposed, who has opportunities, is like a demigod. Whether you like it or not, it is so. Some Igbo leaders that have had opportunities in Nigeria. Look at Nnamdi Azikiwe. Despite the fact that the mistakes he made, he was so proud. Igbos have issue with pride and arrogance. Look at those that have gotten to the upper echelon of the country. Look at them. Look at their competence. Look at their drive. Look at their capability. Look at people that have championed the cause of the Southeast. Look at Ojukwu, a wonderful officer. Look at Nnamdi Kanu, Wazirike, a lawyer, far back in Lagos, had properties. It's someone that built from scratch. These are people that are enterprising, that built from nothing. They are not using the government opportunities to start saying we can do this. When you look at those surrounding Tinubu that are making noise, they never built any enterprise that we know of, that we can verify. They never built enterprises that we are enviable of, that can compete with the enterprises other people built. They never built any business from scratch. They take advantage of government jobs and offers and contracts and start looking for people to advise them to start investing in real estate and whatever have you. Opening, you open a filling station. This, that. You never built from scratch. You took advantage of government money to establish yourself. And you want to tell me that your intentional sidelining of the Igbos, when it has to do with the Nigerian project. Look at Peter Obi, how those people that mattered in the criminal structure of criminality, those people that mattered in the structure of criminality, how they were able to sideline him and push him out because he's an Igbo man. The reason why you see bigotry on social media today at another level from even government officials is because an Igbo man contested for presidency and beat Tinubu in Lagos. At the end of the day, he's becoming more popular. One of the most populous politicians in black politicians in Africa and also at the global stage. Peter Obi, his popularity is, people are envious and angry with his popularity. That's why they want to deflate his popularity. They want to tag him with all manner of names. He did not even answer themselves. They went to his party, Obedient. Obedient give them back to back. They now went to Igbos. They never knew that people are ready for them now. You cannot change the narrative as you speak. Social media is now the game changer. Not those days we have the traditional media whereby you have the monopoly of trying to tell us one or two things that you have twisted and you are pushing an agenda. You want to change the narrative. You are pushing a narrative and that narrative becomes history. Yes, when you push a narrative for a very long time, it becomes history, and to people it becomes the truth. But when there is an objective construct of history, whereby everybody is looking from different sides, but this traditional media don't give us opportunity. They push an agenda. Even government officials are running offices with bigotry. Somebody like Onanuga, if he becomes the head of any ministry, do you think he's going to employ Igbos as needed? Okay, do you think that if Igbos like post, if you have 100 openings or 100 job opportunities, do you think he's going to give up to 10 Igbos out of those 100 opportunities? So I've come to say a big thank you to the teachers those who made this student what they are today. Your sacrifice will never be in vain. The teachers are the most important assets we have in any society. Though the government neglect them and uplift politicians, but yet these people still continue in sustaining the legacy of education in the Southeast. We need it, please. If there's a way I can support these teachers, I will do so very soon in Abia State. Thank you very much for making the Igbos proud. This student, thank you very much for being exceptional in the face of difficulties and less opportunities.